The Knicks began this homestand at 2-4. They now go on the road at 5-4. Allen, they win the 3 games. Combined margin of victory, 57 points.
Yeah, an average of 19 points a game that they won by. So that's, you love to see that. You love to see evidence of the offense getting on track after some struggles at the very beginning. And of course, Wally, the defense of this team continues to be its strength.
And we're starting to see with this New York Knicks team that the teams they should beat, they're taking care of business. That's very important to do at home. They're getting off to a quick start in the first quarter. They're getting the opposing team, the road team, on their heels. And then they're just, when the bench comes in, quickly and company just extend that lead. So this is a good chunk of basketball that they're playing. Now they have a haphazard, crazy type road trip coming up. So they got to try to figure out a way to keep this rhythm.
5-game road trip. Wally's still trying to pack.
Oh, boy, I got suits here. I got bags there. I'm dragging them up and down the MSG elevators. I'm like, what is going on?
The bus is leaving.
The bus is going to leave me if I don't get out of here soon.
RJ Barrett, Allen, we talked in the pregame.
Yeah.
He has scored in the past, but he hasn't scored this efficiently in the past.
That's the key word, right? Efficiency is exactly what the word is when you're describing what R.J. Barrett has shown us at the start of this season. And when you look at what he did in the World Cup for Team Canada, and he's building off of that, and he's come into this season ready to go. We talked in the pregame a lot about, like, you know, what adjustments he had to make last year to playing with the addition of Jalen Brunson, a guy who considers himself a scorer. Now you've got to defer a little bit. So for him, it was an adjustment to get last year to figure that out. Playoffs, he started to find himself.
Yes.
And then he's starting off the season right where he left off.
Listen, as a former shooter, I'm impressed with the way he's shooting the basketball. I love the way the release is just no wasted motion. And he's also at times on his catch and shoot opportunities, he's softening up his legs a little bit. It doesn't look like he's jumping as high. Started off today's game with a couple nice drives to the basket to get himself back into rhythm. But that's an example of a confident three-pointer. Coming off the screen, you read the defender goes under the screen and you nail that three, nothing but net. I mean, he just scores in so many different ways, guys. And this is what the Knicks were getting with the 3rd pick in the NBA draft. You knew he was going to be a high-level, gifted NBA scorer that if he was making his jump shots was going to be almost impossible to stop because he can do everything else. I mean, the way he's playing basketball, the confidence level that he has right now, guys, it's a great sign to see.
Shooting for the year, yes, it's only 9 games. He's played 8 of the 9 games, close to 50% this year from downtown. You see the rest of his numbers today. And we're now joined by R.J. Barrett. He joins us from across the street. Hey, R.J., congrats on the continued great play. You guys dominant on the offensive end over this 3-game homestand. How have you been able to be so effective as a team on offense?
I just think, you know, we've been just playing together. Always, you know, everybody with high assists. I think Drew had 5 today. Quick had 9. I mean, he was amazing, you know. So just everybody kind of playing together, playing for each other. It's been a lot of fun.
RJ, the way you've started this season, obviously, is exactly what you would want, and everybody else, of course, watching this team would love to see. But you got to let us in on the secret of what you've done with your shot. What has changed for you?
No, I just think, you know, having a little bit extra rhythm coming, you know, off the summer. I had a little bit different of a summer, so, you know, I was able to play, and then just coming in here being comfortable, knowing the system, knowing the players, you know, understanding, you know, what shots to take, understanding my teammates. So it's just been a real smooth transition.
We talked about in the preseason how the continuity that you guys had, especially in the starting lineup, was going to be very beneficial. How has that kind of played out for you and the team so far?
Yeah, no, it's been going well, you know, as you can see. And, you know, I'm happy that we're able to, you know, take care of home court this week, you know, as we go on the road.
All right, RJ, thanks so much. We'll see you tomorrow night. Good luck to you guys in Boston.
Thanks, guys.
Tomorrow night in Boston, pregame at 7, game at 7:30. The first of 5 straight for the Knicks on the road. And look at the numbers here. The Knicks' three-point shooting was, again, a big story in this game. Over the last 3 games, they're shooting 42% from downtown. Overall, in this one, 15 of 36, and as a team, 54%. Wally, Julius Randle, another effective, efficient, and under the radar, but yet he put up 23 points.
Yeah, early first quarter, too. He had the first 5 points of the game. Nice drive to the basket, then backed it up with a 3-point shot. I mean, the Knicks have a bona fide big 3, you know, that's really tough to stop every night with Barrett, Brunson, and Randle. And you knew Julius Randle was going to get his game going, Allen. You know, I just think it took him a little bit of time to get his feet under him after the injury. I think he looks like he's in great shape. Looks a little slimmer to me. this season, and he looks like he's moving well, moving confidently, and his game's really coming around.
Yeah, and you know, he did talk about it. There was talk about the ankle issue that he had, obviously off the last season, the surgery he had in the offseason, and coming into the year, and you know better than anybody, you have a little issue with your feet, with your legs, it does mess with your shot. And so at the beginning of a season, if your legs, not necessarily the conditioning-wise, but just getting yourself back into rhythm, getting the feel back, feeling normal again off an injury, it might take a minute or two. And they are obviously have other scorers on the team that can help carry the load. But for Randall, I like that he came into this game in attack mode. That was important for him to see as well. Get himself established, and then everybody else got established as well. And the Knicks had three 20-point scorers again.
Assist totals last 3 games for the Knicks, 28, 28, 25 in this one. Is that because the shots are being made, or because the shots are being made, people are more willing to pass, Wally?
Well, I noticed in the first quarter especially, that ball was really hopping around. I mean, guys were moving the ball. There was not a lot of ISO situations where Brunson would be going one-on-one or Julius Randle would be going one-on-one to draw double teams. I thought the Knicks were seeing that there weren't too many doubles coming, and therefore they were attacking Charlotte off the dribble, and that ball was flying around, and they were getting good, high-quality looks.
Manuel, quickly, Alan. Not getting a zillion minutes, but boy, is he making the most of his playing time. 17 points and 9 assists.
Not getting a zillion minutes, but he's making $1 zillion with the way he's playing right now. I mean, think about it. He's got restricted free agency coming, and he is playing at a high level that everybody around the league is certainly noticing. But his impact for this team, especially the bench, he can do it all. And he comes in, he knocks down some threes. That's one part of it. He finishes with 9 assists, as you mentioned. So the playmaking aspect is there, too. But he puts so much pressure on your bench when he comes into the game, because he has starter talent. He has starter ability, and yet he's coming off the bench. So just imagine if you're a backup. And this team now, the Hornets, already struggling with their talent depth, and without Terry Rozier, even more so. So you have him come into the game. You've got Maladon, whatnot, looking, going, I got to guard him. Like, I got to match with this guy. So Quickly is just like this bench is a strength for this team. Quickly is a big part of that, because he is a starter talent playing off the bench.
Yeah, I agree. He came in that game, and you can see he just immediately makes a play happen right off the bench. He doesn't let the game come to him. Sometimes he does, obviously, but he has that ball in his hands. And Tom Thibodeau's guards, they are taught to be aggressive and make plays and put the defense on their heels. And with the confidence he's shooting the ball with, 3 threes in that first half, he was outstanding again.